is the graph. Differentiation formula. Differentiation formula. How we are writing. So consider this is a non-uniform curve. Non-uniform curve. And consider this point as x1 from here to here. From here to here. Let this be distance of x1 is x1 and another point x2, and this is x2 from here to here. This is the x2 distance, and from here to here for x1 it is y1, and for x2 distance this will be y2. Now we want to, so this is the graph. We are drawing the graph between x-axis and y-axis. So from here to here the distance is x1, from here to here the distance is x2, and in vertical section from here to here this is y1 for x1, and from here to here for x2 is y2. So this will be x1 y1 and this will be x2 y2, x2 y2. Now for this point x2 comma y2, this is x1, this point is x1 y1 and this point is x2 y2. Now we need to find the change in y. We know the definition that limit delta x is tending to 0, very close to 0, tending to 0. We write delta y by delta x. So we generally write here delta y is what? Delta y is nothing but y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 is the slope. So you can clearly see here. So if I make the angle, if I make the slope like this by drawing a tangent like this and drawing the distance of this distance will be x2 minus x1. This distance is x2 minus x1. I want only this one because from x2, if I remove the x1, I will get distance as x2 minus x1. Now, if I want the vertical distance of this, what will I do? From y2, I will remove y1. I will get this distance. What is the distance of this one? y2 minus y1. Since I am drawing a tangent, it is making an angle theta. We know that tan theta is nothing but opposite by base. Opposite by base. We know that opposite is what? y2 minus y1 by base is what? x2 minus x1. That is tan theta is equal to, we got the formula is y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So we can say slope of a curve or slope of a function, we can say it is tan theta. We can say tan theta. Are we clear? Are we clear? So and also very close interval only, and we can write this one, this delta y limit delta x tends to 0, that is delta y by delta x. When it is very closer to 0, we can write the expression as dy by dx, very tending to 0. So when can we can write delta y by delta x? When it is very close to the tending towards 0, very it's approaching to 0, then only you can write dy by dx. That means y is changing with respect to x. Y is changing with respect to x for very small value of change in x, for very small change in x. Right? Are we clear? This is also one curve, and this is the one graph. We are getting this is the, let us say this is A, this is A, and this point, this is x-axis and this is y-axis. I'm naming this as the A plus h. From here to here, the distance is h, and for this I got f of A. For this I got f of A plus h, which is you have got the two values. Now here what we are writing in terms of limit, how we are writing as limit h is tending to 0, very very close, very close. This is approaching almost this much. The h is tending towards 0, we can write. So in terms of delta y by delta x, how we are writing, just see delta x, how we are writing here. The expression is delta x is tending to 0. In place of changing x, there is a h value, that is limit. In place of delta x, I'm writing h, which is very close to 0. In place of delta y, that is y2 minus y1, that is delta y, y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. How I'm writing here, f of y2 is what? F of a plus h minus f of a by x2 minus x1. What is the interval? A plus h, a plus h minus h, sorry, a plus h minus a cancel. You're getting limit h tends to 0, f of a plus h minus f of a by h. So this is we called first principle, and we can say it is first derivative, which can be represented as f dash of x, f dash of x. Are we clear? Are we clear? Okay. dx of x is what? 1. ఇప్పుడు d by dx of x అనేది 1 అని ఎలా చెప్తున్నాం చూడండి. జనరల్ గా లిమిట్ x tends to 0, limit h tends to 0, f of x plus h minus f of x by h. This is the uh, uh, derivative, first derivative, or we can say first principle, or we are calculating. Let us see. Limit h tends to 0. Write down that given here f of x is x, f of x plus h is nothing but x plus h. So if you substitute this in this equation, that is f of x plus h is x plus h, f of x value is x by h. So here we get limit h tends to 0, x get cancelled, you are getting h by h. H by h cancel, what you are getting? 1. So we can say that from the using the first principle, the formula of d by dx of x is 1. Are we clear? X square. Now here the function is f of x is equal to x square, and which is also equal to y. Now f of x plus h is what you get? X plus h whole square, that is x square plus h square plus 2hx. Now according to the formula, limit h tends to 0, f of x plus h minus f of x by h. Now you substitute whatever you get here. Limit h tends to 0, f of x plus h is what you got? X square plus h square plus 2hx minus x square by h. So if you sub x square cancel, You get here limit h tends to 0, x square, sorry, h square plus 2hx by h. So limit h tends to 0, h square, h I take common, h plus 2x by h. H cancel. I get limit h tends to 0, h plus 2x. I substitute this 0 in this value. I get 0 plus 2x. The answer is 2x. Are we clear? d by dx of x power n is n into x power n minus 1. What is the general formula? D by dx of x power n is equal to n into x power n minus 1. So this is the pattern generally we follow. Suppose d by dx of x square. What is the formula? 2 into, what is the n here? 2. X, 2 is what? 2 power is n power is what? 2. 2 minus 1. What you get? 2 into x power 2 minus 1 is 1. So you are getting 2x. Like that, d by dx of x cube means what you get? Power is 3. So n is 3. So 3 into x power 3 minus 1. 3 into ax square. So generally, what can you say here? Whatever the power, say for x power, what you are seeing, generally remember power into x power minus 1 means you can write it like this: power into x power minus 1, f of x plus g of x. What is the formula? You can write it as d by dx of f of x plus d by dx of g of x also we can write. Are we clear? Just multiplying plus or minus, plus or minus. Okay, we'll do one problem on this. Root x plus root x power, root x power cube plus a, x power minus 1 by 2 is there. Like this kind of expression you're having. Okay, how to do? So generally you see, generally you do like this: multiply this equation d by dx of root x plus d by dx of x power 1 by 3 plus d by dx of 1 by root x, that is x power minus 1 by 2. You can write what is nothing, no problem. X power 1 minus. So here root x also can be written as x power 1 by 2. Now according to the formula, we have the formula that is d by dx of x power n is what? N into x power n minus 1. Using this formula only we are going to do solve. So d by dx of x power 1 by 2 here is what? Power is what? 1 by 2. 1 by 2 power x power 1 by 2 minus 1. This is one expression. Now this one 1 by 3 into x power 1 by 3 minus 1. And here d plus d by dx of x power 1 minus means plus into minus 1 by 2 into x power minus 1 by 2 minus 1. You get here 1 by 2 x power 1 by 2 minus 1 what? X power minus 1 by 2. 1 by 3 x power minus 2 by 3. And here plus into minus 1 by 2 x power minus 3 by 2. This is your answer. Are you clear? This is your answer. Right? Are you clear? So sin x is cos x. Now how will you say d by derivative of sin x is cos x? Using the first principle only we can verify. So limit h tends to 0. Okay, let it be y is equal to sin x, which is equal to f of x. Now the value of f of x plus h will be equal to sin of x plus h. Now according to the limits formula, limit h tends to 0 f of x plus h minus f of x by h. By h. Limit h tends to 0. F of x plus h minus f of x by h. Now you substitute this formula. Limit h tends to 0. F of x plus h is what? Sin of x plus h. That is sin of x plus h minus sin x by h. Are we clear? Are we clear? Right. So basic formula in trigonometry we have, that is what is that? Sin x minus sin y. So this is a trigonometric term, sin x minus sin y. What is the general formula you are having? 2 cos x plus y by 2, 2 cos of x plus y by 2 into sin of x minus y by 2. This is the formula we have. Sin x, this consider this is a whole term, sin x, and this one term is sin y. Sin x minus sin y is what is the formula? 2 cos of x plus y by 2 into sin of x minus y by 2 we are having the formula. Now just substitute that formula, you will get it. Limit h tends to 0, sin of, no, 2 cos of x plus h, x plus h plus x by 2 into sin of x plus h minus x by 2. You get here limit h tends to 0. So 2 cos of 2x plus h by 2 into x cancel. So you get sin h by 2 by h. Are we clear? Are we clear? Right. Now how will I do? Now I got the expression, this one. Now what will I do is, I take this 2 to the here. I'll take this 2 down over here. Now what will I write here? Limit h tends to 0, cos 2x plus h by 2 into sin h by 2 by h by 2. Now since it is a product, we can write like this. Limit h tends to 0, cos 2x plus h by 2 into, I can split it. Limit h tends to 0, sin h by 2 by h by formula separate rasuna. Limit h tends to 0, cos of 2x plus h by 2 into limit sin h by 2 by h by 2. Limit h tends to, ఇది కూడా 0. ఇప్పుడు ఈ h tends to 0 అన్నది 0 సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేయి. దీంట్లో ఏమవుతుంది? లిమిట్ h tends to 0, cos of 2x plus 0 by 2. ఇది మనకు ఆల్రెడీ తెలుసు. లిమిట్ ఆఫ్ sin h by 2 by h by 2. ఇక్కడ ఏముంది? ఇది h by 2 ఉంది, ఇది by h by 2 ఉంది, ఇది కూడా h by 2 ఉంది. ఎప్పుడు మన ఫార్ములా ఏముందంటే, లిమిట్స్ లో బేసిక్ ఫార్ములా ఉంది, ఇక్కడ రాస్తున్నా. లిమిట్ theta tends to 0, sin theta by theta is 1 అని ఒక బేసిక్ ఫార్ములా ఉంది. ఏంటంటే లిమిట్స్ లో ఇక్కడ ఏ వాల్యూ ఉందో, ఇక్కడ ఏది వాల్యూ ఉందో, లిమిట్ కూడా ఏదైతే వాల్యూ ఉంటుందో అది ఎప్పుడైనా 1 ఇస్తుంది అని అర్థం. అంటే ఇక్కడ చూడండి, ఇది ఈ తీటా వాల్యూ సేమ్ ఉంది, ఇక్కడ తీటా వాల్యూ సేమ్ ఉంది, ఇక్కడ కూడా తీటా వాల్యూ సేమ్ ఉంది. అప్పుడు ఆన్సర్ ఏంటి? మనకి 1 కదా, అవునా కదా? 1. దట్ ఈస్ లిమిట్ h tends to 0, cos 2x by 2. 2 క్యాన్సిల్ అవుతుంది. లిమిట్ h tends to 0, cos x. h లేదు కాబట్టి, ఇలా సబ్స్టిట్యూషన్ ఏం లేదు కాబట్టి ఇదే మన ఫైనైట్ వాల్యూ, దట్ ఈస్ cos x. So that is what d by dx of sin x is cos x. Limit, so d by dx of cos x. What is the formula? Minus sin x. What is the general formula? D by dx, derivative of cos x. What is the formula? Minus sin x. ఇది ఫార్ములా. ఈ ఫార్ములా ఎలా? y is equal, in place of y is equal to cos x. That is equal to f of x. Now f of x is equal to cos x. Now f of x plus h is what? Cos of x plus h. Now according to the limits, we are substituting limit h tends to 0, f of x plus h minus f of x by h. So in place of f of x plus h, we need to substitute this value. That is limit h tends to 0, cos of x plus h minus cos x by h by h. So we have this formula. So we know that the general formula, that is cos A minus cos B. Cos A minus cos B, the general formula is cos A minus cos B is what? That is 2 sin A minus B by 2 into, here you can write sin of B minus A by 2. You can write 2. What is the formula? Cos A minus cos B is 2 sin of A minus B by 2 sin of B minus A by 2. So here A is what? X plus h. Here B is what? X. So using this formula, I am writing down the notation. That is limit h tends to 0. That is what I get here. 2 into sin of x plus h plus x by 2 minus into sin of what I get, x minus x plus h minus h by 2. So x cancel. I get limit h tends to 0 to I get 2 into sin 2x plus h by 2 into sin of minus h by 2. So here by h. Now I take down this 2 here. I write limit h tends to 0 to sin of 2x plus h by 2 into limit that is h tends to 0. This 2 goes down here. I can write sin h by 2 by h by 2 of minus 1. So if I substitute here, I get limit h tends to 0. If I substitute 0, I get sin 2x by 2. 2 get cancelled. So this all result will be equal to minus 1. So sin into minus 1. What do you get here? The final answer, limit h tends to 0 minus sin x. So there is no h here substituting. That is why we are writing the result as minus sin x. Is your answer.